Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Molly and I bring you weekly videos every Monday. They vary from fashion to yoga to lifestyle, vlogs, travel, food. So everything basically that I love, I share here on my channel. So today's video is all about loving your closet, the things that you already have in your closet, and also kind of busting that wardrobe dissatisfaction that we might start to experience, especially when with this change of seasons, with the changes in our lives. It can be quite difficult to keep that love of our wardrobe going consistently. So firstly, I want us to kind of let go of having the perfect wardrobe. At the beginning of this video, I want us to accept that our wardrobe isn't ever really going to be completely perfect. It will always have room to improve. It'll always have space to declutter or to clear out. So also with the changes of season, we start to move from season to season, and obviously with that our wardrobe changes as well. It takes us a while to kind of get into the groove of dressing again for the winter, or with layers, or I hated that coat from last season or last year. Also with the changes in our lives. So I definitely know that from myself, my body shape tends to fluctuate massively, is extremely sensitive to the stages in my life, as in when I'm happy or when I'm stressed, when I comfort eat or when I don't, when I'm traveling and eating maybe more oily based food or whatever it is. My body's extremely sensitive, and with that my clothes obviously will fit different. I will be in the mood to dress different, and sometimes I don't always have the right clothes to fit my body at the time, and that's okay. And I just wanted to preface the video with that little bit of wisdom for you to take with you from the video, just to remember that we shouldn't always put ourselves under the pressure to have the perfect wardrobe. And even though it might seem that other people online have the perfect wardrobe, they don't. Okay, so for those of you who follow me know that I am a complete shopaholic, but actually with that tendency to click, I have learned a lot. So basically this video is hopefully going to help you unlearn those kind of clickbait habits and to refrain yourself so that you can trying to avoid those little habits and trying to shop more mindfully. So the first thing that I do is I do monthly clear outs of my wardrobe. So in clearing out your wardrobe, you'll get a much clearer idea of what you have and what you don't have. As we move into new seasons, as you start to get inspired by what you're seeing that's on trend, or what the new kind of in vogue looks are, or in vogue items are, then I start to kind of write down lists of things that I really need in my closet, and where the gaps lie in my wardrobe, or where the gaps are in things that I need to complete looks. Alongside that, I find it really helps to have an album on Instagram. So Instagram is my main social media platform that I use. It's where I get most excited, get most inspired by. So there I have an album where I will save kind of looks that I like, styles that I'm hoping to try out or test out. And it means that when I do eventually buy that piece that is on my list, I don't leave it in my closet. I go straight to that album on Instagram. I have a scroll through it. I see if there's any looks that inspire me, that get me excited, to get me enthusiastic about getting dressed that day. And it means that that new item of clothing doesn't sit in your closet and gather dust, because I know from experience that the longer you leave styling a new piece of clothing, the less enthusiastic you are about it. That level of grow or love for the item tends to kind of dissipate. So the sooner you get styling it, the sooner you will find your groove with that new piece of clothing. But really important to keep to your list of things that you actually need, and try not to be swayed away from it too much. Number 2 is try not to be swayed by what other people see as wardrobe essentials. So for me, especially recently getting into YouTube, I tend to watch these videos of wardrobe essentials or key pieces for this winter, 2021 capsule wardrobe, all these things that are buzzwords to get you clicking, and secondly are very unique to that person that is actually filming the video. So be very careful in how influenced you are by what other people are wearing. So for me especially, when I watch, for example, somebody I love on social media, I love her on her Instagram, on her YouTube, Retro Flame, Erica Fox, she's Irish, living in New York. I absolutely love her page, I love her style, I love her creativity, but how she dresses definitely is not how I dress. She wears a lot of skinny jeans, which for me, she has the most beautiful figure, tall and long and very slim, whereas I have much bigger thighs. I don't like wearing tight pants, tight jeans. It just doesn't make me feel comfortable. So for me to watch her video and to take notes on everything that she's saying that she will be wearing this winter wouldn't do my wardrobe any favors, and would actually in the end make me feel bad about getting dressed in the morning, trying to style a pair of jeans would make me feel bad in my body. It would also make me feel guilty about the money I've spent on an item of clothing that I am finding it impossible to style and eventually will just sit in my wardrobe unworn. Things like cardigans, another item of clothing that a lot of people say are a staple in their wardrobe. For me, I absolutely love cardigans. I love when people style them. When I have them myself, I never wear them because I have this weird tactile thing about things that are itchy. I just end up not feeling comfortable and I'll never wear them. Another example, a leather jacket is something that a lot of people wear. They are beautiful items of clothing. I, a few years ago, bought a Maj beautiful jacket that is absolutely stunning, looked really good on, and it sat in my closet never worn because I just don't know how to style a leather jacket. So just be really mindful of what other people see as key pieces for their wardrobe aren't necessarily what are key pieces for you. So get familiar with what you gravitate toward in your wardrobe. And even if you have one blazer, it doesn't mean that you don't need another blazer. So for me, I have in the past been guilty of, oh, I have enough blazers. She's buying a new leather jacket. I need to buy a leather jacket. No, I actually wear blazers. I love them. I wear them all the time with everything. I get such good wear out of them. So it's no harm for me to have an extra blazer, like 5 blazers, instead of 4 blazers and 1 leather jacket I'll never wear. So my third tip is to have a good balance of basics and staples. So the difference between that is your basic pieces are basically what it says on the tin, very basic, plain pieces like a white t-shirt, a white shirt, a polo neck. They are basically the glue that brings your wardrobe together. A staple piece is something that you absolutely adore. It might be a little bit different, it might be a little bit jazzier, but it's something that you gravitate toward in your wardrobe always. Now for me, let's say a staple piece for me would be a blazer, and no matter what they look like. So they could be a really oversized blazer, they could be a colorful blazer, a patterned blazer, but if I don't have any basics to kind of bring that blazer together into an outfit, it's very difficult for me to style them. So whatever your staple pieces are, whether it's your leather jacket, whether it's your jeans, your palazzo wide leg pants, oversized puffer jacket, whatever your staples are, just make sure that you have a good balance of those staple key pieces in your closet, but have really good basics that are going to glue them together to complete the outfit so that you can actually get good wear out of your staple pieces. I touched on this briefly already, but my fourth tip is just to be really mindful of that it's okay to be obviously influenced by influencers. I find myself having to really remind myself of this quite a lot. I've already kind of touched on it, but be really in tune with what your style is, what you feel comfortable in, your body type, your climate, or where you live, and the weather that you on a day-to-day experience. Because let's say somebody like Tash Oakley that I follow, that she lives in Australia and would have a very summer vibe a lot of the time. Now I do travel a lot, so I tend to spend quite a bit of money on my summer wardrobe, but it's just important to remind yourself that dependent on the stage you are in your life, dependent on your needs currently, whether it is that you're working from home a lot and you need more lounge wear, whether it's that you are in the office every day and you need more office wear, that you are traveling a lot for work to a cold country, all these things that are in your life, just be sure that you take that into account when you are shopping. And just, even though it is great to be influenced and have style icons that you look up to, just to be mindful of the things that are actually needed in your closet, so that you're not overloading your closet with things that just don't suit your everyday life currently. So tip number 5 is to have fun. It's important to mix up how you wear your pieces. So it's really nice to mix and match pieces from different categories. So for example, to mix up maybe even your loungewear with your evening wear, or your casual items with more dressier items, or smarter items, just to remind yourself to have fun. You know, there are no rules. You don't have to follow a specific template. You can dress however you like, and to just explore your own style, explore your own wardrobe. And it's going to give you as well a little bit more longevity out of the pieces that you have. Once you start to have fun and you forget about all those rules and you start to mix and match different categories within your wardrobe, you'll see that you actually have way more possibilities within your wardrobe and you get way more wear. Last but not least is my final tip is there is in most cities now rental services where you can rent clothes for either, whether it's a weekend, whether it's a week, you can rent them for holidays, and it means that you can, before you invest in pieces, before you test out new styles, and that you can actually try new styles or new items of clothing that you've never tried before by renting them first rather than buying them first. So for example, there are two that come to mind in Dublin or in Ireland, Borrower Boutique and Greens Are Good For You. So these two, which I will link below, you can rent a dress for a night out rather than purchasing it. You can rent a bag that you're maybe thinking that you might like to invest in or might like to get as a gift. You can test it out and see how much you wear it. So it's just a really good way of being a little bit more mindful, making less impulse purchases, and really putting a lot of thought into things that you're spending your money on and things that you're adding to your wardrobe. So I hope those 6 tips will help you to create a little bit more of a conscious closet. And I know myself that I have become so much better since creating those lists and being really strict on myself in what I actually need in my closet, what I actually gravitate toward in my closet, and having more fun with mix and matching different pieces, different styles, and just getting to know myself and what it is that I love to wear. So I really hope that this helps you love your closet, and I would love if you liked the video to click like below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe to my channel. It really helps. And I will see you, of course, next week for another video. If you have any requests, please do comment below, and I look forward to seeing you then.